I am Sherry Griffith, your virtual specialist for middle grades health and physical education. In this webinar series, we will be focusing on strategies for accommodating learners. The content of this presentation is aligned to the State of Georgia's Teacher Keys Effectiveness System for Performance Standards 2, 3, 4, and 8. Instructional planning, instructional strategies, differentiated instruction, and academically challenging environment. The purpose of this webinar series is to help educators to accommodate learners' differences in needs while facilitating instruction. This includes using effective strategies and resources during instructional planning, using relevant research-based instructional strategies to engage students and to facilitate the students' acquisition of key knowledge and skills, to provide appropriate content for developing skills and for differentiating instruction which challenges and supports each student's learning, and for creating a student-centered academic environment in which teaching and learning occur at high levels and students are self-directed learners. In this session, we will be focusing on large group activities for middle school students in the PE classroom that help students to demonstrate competency in a variety of motor skills, movement patterns, and movement combinations in multiple activity categories. Some of these skills include throwing, catching, striking, shooting, passing, utilizing various body parts or implements with varying trajectories, speed, and direction, as well as applying the knowledge of concepts, principles, strategies, and tactics related to movement and performance, such as changing speed, direction, and applying basic strategies and motor skill techniques for offense and defense in small-sided gameplay. The top 5 large group activities are not necessarily in any order, but aim to help students recognize the value of physical activity for health, enjoyment, challenge, self-expression, social interaction, as well as exhibit responsible personal and social behavior that respects self and others. And they include some of my go-to activities for rainy days, schedule changes, or just outright fun activities for warming up, introducing new skills, or outside of the norm activities. When it rains, it pours. But part of being resilient includes being ready for anything.
Top 5. Top 5. Top 5. Top 5. Top 5.
Number 4 on my top 5 large group activity list includes battle ball and a variation of battle ball. Battle ball is a game that is similar to dodgeball. However, the balls are made of foam and the rules are slightly different. Battle ball is a game that I play during my target and invasion unit. To set the game up, students line up the battle balls on the center court line of the basketball court. In my classroom, both classes may be sitting on a 3-point line to receive the rules of the game while the game is being set up. The rules are as follows. Each class lines up at the starting line on opposite ends of the basketball court. When the whistle is blown or when the students are alerted to begin, both classes run to retrieve battle balls from the center court without ever crossing the center court line during gameplay. The students should throw battle balls at the other team's bodies, not their heads. If a player is hit anywhere on the body before the ball touches the floor, the player is out. If the player is hit in the head, the player remains in the game. If the ball hits the floor, bounces up, and hits a player in the leg, the player remains in the game. If the player catches a ball, the player who threw the ball is out. Students participate by continuously retrieving battle balls that have landed on their side of the court and targeting the other team's bodies while avoiding getting hit themselves. Students who are out may roll or throw balls back in the game to their teammates as well. During gameplay, students who are in must remain actively in bounds on their half of the court. The teacher is the referee and manages the game to make sure that rules are being followed and that students who are out wait on their designated sidelines. Once all players on a team are out, the game stops. The battle balls can be reset and the game can be played again. Some variations of the rules allow students who are out to rejoin the game if a teammate catches a ball. Sometimes I include 2 black battle balls, and students know that if a player catches a black battle ball, all of the teammates who are out may rejoin their side. Other variations of the game include, but are not limited to, having students to start the game in a seated position, in push-up position, or to have students crawl or crab walk from the starting line to the battle balls at center court in order to make the game more challenging. If I have an extra class, the third class can be split in half to join each team. If I have one class, I would use less battle balls and divide the class in half to make 2 teams. In the game of battle ball, students apply their knowledge of the concepts to formulate strategies and tactics necessary to win, and assess what movements or strategies are necessary to win, such as being focused, dodging and ducking, being careful to not cross boundaries, and being careful to not block with empty hands. For example, a player may keep a battle ball in their hand or both hands to block incoming battle balls and then target the other team. Or some students may elect to continually collect battle balls and pass them to players who are stronger at throwing or better at targeting the other team's players. Another variation of battle ball is called swamp ball. Swamp ball is different because students who are out are considered to be captured and relocate themselves to stand on the other team's mat. Once captured on the other team's mat, players on that mat can catch a ball in the air to release themselves from the mat and return to their side. The winning team in swamp ball has the entirety of the opposing team on the mat located on their own side of the court. I prefer swamp ball because the students who are out are more physically engaged during gameplay. In this game, students apply their knowledge of the concepts to formulate offensive and defensive strategies and tactics necessary to win, and assess what movements or strategies are necessary to win, such as positioning themselves in front of the players who are captured on the mat and catching the ball to block the other team from catching the ball to release themselves. Battle ball and swamp ball promote responsible personal behavior and social behavior and can be vigorous physical activities that are used as a warm-up activity or as an enjoyable go-to activity for days the students cannot go outside. Please visit the Georgia Department of Education community website at community.gadoe.org for more helpful tips to collaborate, connect, share thoughts, or resources for teachers and administrators. Thank you for viewing, and we hope you enjoyed our webinar.